I'm going to show you that allergy-friendly foods can taste as good or better than the original. I'm Dr. Aman, a physician who developed food allergies in adulthood, and we're going to be cooking dishes that are safe to eat and taste amazing. No matter what your dietary restrictions, mushrooms can be a delicious, healthy, and hearty part of a great meal. And this mushroom ragu pasta recipe will prove it. Many studies have shown that including mushrooms regularly in your diet can help lower your risk of cancer. Mushrooms are one of the best natural sources of ergothioneine, which is an amino acid and antioxidant that helps prevent cellular damage. Aside from that, I love the woodsy and buttery flavor of mushrooms, which is why I came up with this mushroom ragu pasta. So let me show you how to make it and try it for yourself. We're gonna start with 1.5 pounds of cremini or baby bella mushrooms. What we wanna do is rough chop them because we're gonna bake them in the oven to help concentrate that flavor. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. I assure you that this is gonna taste amazing no matter how these are cut. I've already cut up about 1 pound, so I'm just gonna add these to it. To this 1.5 pound bowl of chopped mushrooms, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper. Now, I tend to prefer white pepper, both for its flavor. It also happens to be lower in oxalates, but if you prefer black pepper, by all means, just increase it a little bit. And then 1 teaspoon of fine salt. I'm just going to toss those together. Now that that's well mixed, I've got a foil-lined baking sheet that I'm going to spread these out onto. We just want to make a nice even layer across the tray so that they cook down nicely. Now I'm going to put these into the oven at 400 degrees for 25 minutes, mixing them through halfway. Now that our mushrooms have roasted, we're ready to start putting the ragu together. And one of the key ingredients here for that deep mushroom flavor is dried porcini mushroom. What I'm gonna do is put it into a blender and get it into a really fine powder. And there you go. It's come down to a nice fine powder. So I'm gonna set 4 teaspoons aside, and any extra, I'll just put into an airtight container and save for next time. Now that we have the porcini mushroom powder, I'm going to finely dice half of a yellow onion and get 4 cloves of garlic peeled and minced. So I put 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil along with half of a minced yellow onion, and I'm cooking it just until it's translucent, which is about where it is now. Next, I'm going to add my 4 garlic cloves, and I have a garlic press to save myself time. We just want the minced garlic to be fragrant, and that's perfect. Next, we add our 4 teaspoons of dry porcini mushroom powder, and we're just going to let that toast lightly for about a minute and really release that mushroom flavor. Next, I'm adding 1.5 cups of mushroom broth. Now you can certainly make your own mushroom broth if you want, but I'm using a store-bought one. To that, I am adding 2 teaspoons of fresh lemon juice. We're gonna add that to the pan. If you have any brown bits in the pan, you can certainly deglaze at this point, or the liquid will loosen everything and you can mix it up nicely. Now, we just want this to reduce a little bit, so I'm gonna bring it to a simmer and let it go for about 2 or 3 minutes. All right, so we've given our broth and lemon juice a chance to simmer and reduce. So next, we're going to add a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar, 1 tablespoon of tamari or soy sauce. I use a light sodium tamari because it's gluten-free. But if you're trying to also avoid soy, you might consider coconut aminos. Finally, I'm adding 1 teaspoon of dried thyme. That's nicely mixed. We're gonna put in our roasted mushrooms and allow everything to simmer and come together for about 5 to 10 minutes. Again, just medium heat. The mushroom ragu is almost done. You can see most of the liquid is evaporated and there's just a little bit. So at this point, it is delicious. You can make your pasta and toss it. And this is exactly how I would have it because I just love the clean and pure flavor of the mushrooms. But today I'm also going to show you how to take it one level up by adding just a little bit of cream. If you have no issues with dairy, then by all means add a 1/4 cup of heavy cream. But I'm actually going to use a vegan-based heavy cream just to show you how it comes out if you have lactose intolerance. I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat off. I'm going to get the water boiling for the pasta. Now I'm using a gluten-free pasta made of just corn and rice. You can use any pasta you like. Pasta is all ready. This mushroom ragu came out just perfectly. So I didn't need to add any pasta water, although I have reserved some in case I find that the pasta absorbs more than expected. So here I'm just gonna lightly toss it and then we'll plate it up. And here we have our beautiful mushroom ragu pasta full of great nutrients. I'm just gonna finish it off with some chives, which chives are low FODMAP, so if that's something you're worried about, you should be just fine. We already talked about the great benefits of mushrooms. Cancer is something that's touched so many people's lives, so if there is something that might be able to help, then why not? As always, there is room for everyone at the table, and I hope that you love this and enjoy it. Please let me know what you think, or if you tried a different version, and how you made it better. Now, kids and adults with ADHD, please ensure there's supervision when using this giant knife. Really, I'm happy that I didn't screw up. Do you want to get some B-roll of this? Yeah, you know, we do a second take because I mess up a lot.